noticed you were on CNN yesterday, and there was an article that was written today that the next Republican presidential nominee is going to be the person that handles the press the best, and that means the liberal press. And I noticed you were asked a question, and it's going to come up. These questions are going to come up all the time. This one happened to be about gay rights, and you said that you believe that it is a choice, you know, nature, nurture, all that sort of thing. And you went on to say, because a lot of people, well, why don't you explain what you said?
Yeah.
And
well, sure. Well, first of all, it was a 25-minute interview. They chopped, and you see what part they emphasize. We talked about some really important things. None of that was brought out. But I did learn something very important. For certain networks, never do a pre-taped interview. Always do it live.
So then they cut it up and they slice and dice, and it's not in its proper context. They put this part in, but not that part in.
But here's the point. I believe in traditional marriage between a man and a woman. Mm-hmm. I also believe that our Constitution protects everybody, regardless of their beliefs. And that includes people who are gay. I have no problem with them doing whatever they want to do. I'm just not willing to change the definition of marriage for anybody, because once you do that, you have to change it for everybody else who comes along. Why would we want to do that? We have something that's worked just fine for thousands of years to create a nurturing environment for raising children. And I think that's where we ought to leave it. And, you know, I simply have decided I'm not going to really talk about that issue anymore, because every time I'm gaining momentum, the liberal press says, let's talk about gay rights. And I'm just not going to fall for that anymore.
I actually think it's smart. You know what the two big issues right now in the world are? And by the way, this drives every election cycle, and people seem to forget, and the media wants to get, especially Republicans, distracted. They don't ask Democrats tough questions. You know, when Obama was running, he was asked one question about his buddy Bill Ayers, which is shocking. If it was a Republican, they would have been asked 5,000 questions.
Exactly.